Amanda, already seeing that temperature dip tonight.
Oh yes, as we've been in this cool fallish stretch, but at least we got some rain out of it today.
Yeah, real good news.
As well, but we are going to get to more average temperatures as we get into the Labor Day weekend, but today it felt like October once again. Here's our high temperatures, about 10 degrees below average for this time of year. Only got into the 60s in some spots in areas of northern Maine, high of 70 today in Portland, high of 66 in Rockland. And we have an area of low pressure here, so we actually got a fair amount of rain today. Earlier we saw more thunderstorm activity. At this point in the evening we're starting to see more general shower activity, and the showers and thunderstorms, a couple of them, will continue as we go into those overnight hours and into the first half of the day tomorrow. So overnight we have that last little line coming through, and then by tomorrow morning we end up with a bit of a split state forecast. Areas of western Maine and New Hampshire starting out the day with a bit of sunshine, but the cold front takes a little while to get out of areas of northern and down east Maine, still seeing some showers early in the day there. And then we end up with some wraparound shower activity in the afternoon thanks to that area of low pressure. Most of those will be in the northern half of the state. I think the closer you are to the coast, the best chance of remaining dry. High temperatures are still going to be on the cool side, upper 60s and low 70s. And then as the weekend progresses, we trend in a drier direction. Early in the day on Sunday, you might see an isolated shower up north in the county, but the rest of the state will remain dry and fairly sunny. High temperatures returning a bit closer to average, getting into the mid 70s. And then for Labor Day itself, ends up being the sunniest day of that weekend stretch. Look at that, 12 p.m. and a lot of sunshine in the afternoon, high temperatures in the upper 70s. Dew points will still be incredibly comfortable, excuse me. But with that, we have an area of high pressure moving in, and that means another dry stretch coming into next week. And then the next chance of rain we'll be watching comes in on Friday. There's still some uncertainty about the exact timing and the strength of this front coming in, but that'll be our next chance of rain to watch in that 7-day forecast, and we could certainly use it because rain this summer, we've had a huge deficit. A deficit of almost 6 inches of rain here in Portland, a deficit of 5 inches in Bangor, and that's contributed immensely to the drought that we're seeing. Areas of far northern Maine seeing the least amount of drought, but still seeing a deficit of about 2.5 inches. So some of that will be helped by the rain that we see today, but another dry stretch for most of the 7-day forecast. Unfortunately, not going to help the dry conditions that much. But if you've been a fan of the return of pumpkin spice, lower than average temperatures are going to continue as we get into much of the 7-day forecast, and in the 6 to 10-day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center, not seeing any big heat returning anytime soon. Marine forecast sees 2 to 3 feet. Ocean temperature is 61. So in terms of our 7-day forecast, we will get gradually drier and warmer as we go throughout the weekend. Isolated showers possible tomorrow. Most of those will be in the northern half of the state. A mixture of sun and clouds for Sunday. Temperature is getting into the middle 70s there. And then for Labor Day itself will be mostly sunny. Temperatures getting about average, getting into the upper 70s, maybe a low 80s out there. And then we remain dry for much of next week. Brian and Amanda, the next system of rain we'll be watching as we get into Friday and into next week. But if we're going to have the sunshine coming up Labor Day weekend, I say get out and enjoy it.
Absolutely.
No complaints.
All right, Dana, thank you.